Vitos? That just providing warm-up music down there.
Oh. How are you there? Up, you'll never see anything. You'll have to move up. There's no. Good point. Do you want to? Test 1, 2, 3. Check audio. Testing 1, 2, 3. Audio from Blacks Harbor, New Brunswick. Eastern Dukes Hockey.
It's video. Not hearing audio.
Let me check with Sean. Any audio? Check it, please. Maybe this headset's toast again. It seems to be off and on. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe it's just that much of a delay.
Quite a delay, yeah.
Maybe it's just a big delay.
Big, yeah.
We were supposed to be on the home base, right? Like soon. So it doesn't really bother me, but I'm just wondering if the clock and everything else would able to get all confused or not. But
I'm thinking we should have the backup goalie's gloves up here. They're pretty close to the pucks. We don't want to repeat of the dental issues.
Chris is gonna know that too. So I don't know if you heard that. So the boys are gonna stay in the wrong benches, but everything's gonna remain the same for them. You see a home up there for a minute, it's gonna be actually for us. Gotcha. Visitors. Okay. For you guys. Understood. Okay. Very good. Yeah, thank you.
It's better for when they leave the oyster, they come on and
Absolutely.
cross each other.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what they had to do every time. Is it legal plugged in?
I don't think so, no.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it just doesn't seem to want to charge sometimes. It says 100%, and I can do this. I can talk, which, normally you didn't seem to,
Is it cold?
quite possibly.
Is there kind of like is that the on brand? Yeah. It's like a, yeah.
Dollar store,
Yeah, no.
$50 store.
Yeah. It's not
It just
like,
doesn't seem to want to get to the. I wonder if my AirPods will be any better.
probably.
Although,
It's not like, or mine are actual AirPods that have an actual
we could, I don't know. We'll go for a while and see what happens. But
it's like that brand isn't like sure.
oh, I know. But this isn't like professional.
Yeah.
I wish it would charge a little better. I don't know.
Just ask him where he got his headset.
It shouldn't be flashing. It should be solid blue. I think I'll just throw this away and go with the.
Like just,
Yeah. I'll let this charge for a while and see what happens. Keep an eye on the.
wish I did the social media.
Well. Good evening and welcome to Eastern Dukes Hockey. We are so pleased that you're joining us here from Blacks Harbor, New Brunswick, about a half an hour west of St. John, New Brunswick. And this is game number 36 of the regular season, and it has come down to this for your Eastern Dukes. A win will propel them into the Maritime Championships in Port Hawkesbury, Cape Breton. Anything less than a win, and they were going to have to go through the first place Western Rebels. So that's where we're at. Again, my name is Mark Rooney. I've been pleased to be with you all season. We got a great contingent over on the bus today. Not sure how far we can get into the camera view, but a number of the parents are here wearing Dukes jerseys that aren't being used this evening. And the noisemakers and the spirit is up. And we'd like to hear you cheering from home as well. All the way over here. About a 4-hour trip, a beautiful evening for traveling. And nothing short of a Dukes win is going to satisfy the guys from PEI tonight. St. John will be hard out, of course. We don't think about the standings and situation at this time of the year. The St. John Vitos took the top Nova Scotia team, the Basin Armada, to overtime just Sunday. So that's a formidable. And we're ready. Players, here come the Dukes, led by number 31, Lincoln Kennedy, and there they are. Lots of noise, lots of love from the Dukes fans here this evening. We're underway.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Buckley Arena for the season. Hockey League contest between the visiting Eastern Dukes and the hometown St. John Vitos. I would ask if you are able to rise, take off your caps, and stand for the flag of Canada.
So your Eastern Dukes have played a lot of big games this season, but there is none bigger than this. Incredible, incredible. Comes down to this, as this is the way championships with a hard 60-minute game and a victory here. Technical is fine, with Wi-Fi to some degree. Audio is a little bit different this evening. We hope you're able to all our see James tuning in. Loud here in the Fundy Arena, and we're all set to go. Game 36. Let's go, Dukes. Again, we'll have a visit through the Central Territory. Moore goes across to Bowering. He looks across McGinnis with a shot right on, and that's Michael Downey, who had a huge game for the Vitos against Armada just on Sunday. Bowering able to keep that in for the moment. Now Moore takes a bump. Quinn from his knees. Bowering's going to shoot that one just wide of the net. McGinnis will close on that, however. Try to wrap that around. So good pressure initially here from the Dukes, and that's what they need. But away comes Hubbard. Hubbard's going to go 1-on-3. He's got Dagler with him, and Kennedy will steer that off the stick into the corner. Good changes, trying to find McCormick on the fly, and that will be icing. No icing. Good hustle there by Colin McCormick. Intercepted by Rinko, who joins the fray. In front, McLaren couldn't handle that one. So nice pressure there. McDonald's shot was well wide. Tipped up to Rolke for St. John. Looking for it at his feet is Crowley. He'll take a bump, and now St. John in tight. Kennedy with a save. The rebound is there. And a big hit by McDonald behind the goal. Rolke centers it dangerously front. Didn't get through. Fortunate for the Dukes there with St. John with good pressure now. Rolke trying to get a stick on it. It's cleared by Rinko up to McLernon. McLernon will shoot that in. McCormick will be first for it. He'll lose the battle, but Green punches that one back in. Just getting underway here from Blacks Harbor. I'm told by the local St. John team that this is about the 6th rink they've played in here this season. That's centered in front. Here's Morrison, shot right on, didn't get through. Nice block by the St. John defenseman Bellamy. Battled the other way now. Right in front, Kennedy with a huge save again off the stick of the streaking St. John forward. Turned over by the Dukes now to Steves. Chaffee will backhand that to Green. He'll go back to Steves. To Chaffee, of course. Leghorn takes an odd bounce there. This is the first game, in fact, for St. John in this rink, so I don't think they know the bounces and the boards any more than the visiting Dukes. Hartman will go back. Pierce into the corner again. Hartman out to Pierce. Shot. No miss wide. Kept in now. Bullpit trying to center. Nice ball. Kept in by the charging Arsenal. And that'll be out by Livingstone. And faces space where our scores! And the Dukes contingent here is letting them have it. So with big sister Taylor winning Island Gold and such an important first blood Hunter had lots of time with which to work, and he found the back net. Now there's a turnover. Hunter will have it again. He'll go across to McDonald. Can't get it out. That's Brown. Patrick Brown working against, and now Rolke's in there. Brown's going to come away with it. Brown, a shot off of his stick. Gary now, sloppy play in the zone. Rolke will collect it, and Kennedy will gently steer that to the corner where Hunter will take over for it. Up to Connor Arsenault. Now Nate Silvaggio's first touch of the puck. Big brother Aiden playing in a big game tonight at the McLaughlin Arena. And at last check, the Wild and the parent team here, the Knights, excuse me, that one's in Kensington, pardon me. Wild and the Knights were tied at 2 towards the end of the second period. Now Hubbard can't get the pass. And it's into Green, who goes across to Chaffee. He'll push that up, but the Dukes are out of position. Quinn to McGinnis. McGinnis onto the stick of Moore. And I will say that in this arena, which was built in 1967, there is no retrofit netting. That's a pass up front now to Cooling. He's bumped off nicely by Green. So there's Cooling and Cooling, and there will be a penalty now assessed to the Eastern Dukes. That's not exactly what the Dukes needed. There will be more. Heading to the box. That will be a 2-minute head contact. And the Dukes St. John power play will kick into here. I'm just commenting on the Wild and the Knights. They're tied at 2, at least the last check about 10 minutes ago. Now Morrison and Rinko. One-timer at the initial save. Rinko is going to get that out, at least to center, where Bellamy will take over. To Cooling now, and Trip Livingstone, one of their top offensive players. Shot ricocheted off the pad of Kennedy into the corner to his right. And Harry, he's going to slip off of his stick, and that'll be out to neutral territory, where Bellamy takes over for St. John. Temporarily offside. Rinko will have some time, and he'll get that the length of the ice. 40 seconds gone in the penalty to Liam Moore. Back comes Erskine, another offensive weapon. That's St. by Rinko. Kept in, good hand eye by Livingstone. Trying to get the short angle shot, and Kennedy got that. Close. It's called. He made the save. Moores or maybe Claire and Joe and Alexandra, all our regular Dukes fans, and we're going to have a whistle. And that may be offside is the call. 33 seconds left in the penalty to Moore. The Dukes have done a fairly effective job. St. John has gotten a couple of shots away. Kennedy solid in the net. And that's back to Masters at his own blue line. Good body work there by McLernan. He will not give up on a play. Back comes St. John. And down the length of ice, that's going to land on the stick of goaltender Michael Downey. Starting out with it, the long pass, that's onside. Bellamy, Brown was in behind. Now Moore's back, even strength. That'll land on the stick of Downey, on the pad of Downey, in fact, so no icing. And with an even strength now, McGinnis. He'll backhand that around for McCormick. Hartman is on this line as well. Big hit there against McCormick, and McGinnis pays a little retribution for that hit. So the Dukes with an early 1-0 lead off the stick of Cade Hunter. Now McGinnis not able to get the pass, however, we'll say he was in the intended target and no icing. Steve's behind his net, pressured by Hartman. Banked around the opposite way by St. John, and they will come out. Kept in the glove, held by Bowering, and he's taken down by Dag and Kelly now. Again, some interesting bounces off the boards. I have a feeling that's going to have an impact at some point or the other. Both teams trying to get used to this facility. That will go, no icing there. Hustling for it now, Pierce. Can't beat the St. John forward who's in deep for it. And this one will go icing against the Dukes. 11:23 has been played. 11:23 remains, I should say. This is game 6 in the 6-game series between St. John and your Eastern Dukes. Off the glove of Silvaggio. He's got Arsenault streaking down. Silvaggio, the shots! How did it miss? Beautiful setup by Silvaggio, and Arsenault is going to be wide awake all night about that one. Holy cow. Here's Erskine streaking down the left side. He's got Bowering in his face. Of course, by the time we get back to PEI tonight, it will be middle of the night. And this is going to be Silvaggio on the delayed penalty. His was knocked off the stick of Bellamy. Now Hunter with control. And it will finally be touched by Cooling. And the referees will confer on the call. We'll bring that to you as soon as we hear head contact against St. John's. Cooling, in fact. And this again is of the 2-minute variety. So the Dukes' formidable power play will go to work with a 1-0 lead. We played almost 10 minutes here in period number 1. Hunter, Arsenault, and Ramsey McGinnis with Chaffee and Silvaggio. Onside by Chaffee, kept in. Now it's going to be a foot race. Cooling will be back. Kennedy will swing that around up to McGinnis. He'll leave it back, and Chaffee with the net to protect and some time. He'll set up. That's into the feet of Hunter, unable to control that one, and St. John with Cooling, the last man back here. He's going to be first. So St. John's penalty kill on the hustle. Now McGinnis with lots of speed. He's got some space. He sees the red line and the blue line. He'll hold up. Trying to get that across to Silvaggio, the playmaker, over to Chaffee. Tipped in front, no, side of the net. Hunter and Arsenault will go back and forth. McGinnis tries to settle in the net, in the corner, sorry. He'll get it back to Chaffee. McGinnis onto the stick of Hunter. Hunter looking for the good opportunity halfway through the power play. Scores! Silvaggio found a way in. And it's 2-0 for your Eastern Dukes. On the power play, the shot from Silvaggio. No doubt Downey was screened on that one. And I'm sure the message from Coach Peters was lots of shots on net. And they reaped the benefit of that message early on here. So a nice start for your Eastern Dukes. 50 minutes still to go. Don't count any chickens yet. There's a hit by McGinnis on Cleghorn in the corner. Now St. John starts up again, avoids the stick check of Crowley. He gets it in his skate, and back the other way comes the dangerous Brown. That'll go the other end now. McGinnis will give chase. No icing. Around it goes to Steves. He'll go back to Cleghorn, his D partner. Quinn gives chase. First to it. He'll take the bump from Cleghorn. More now into Crowley, who had pinched in, and back to McDonald. Into McGinnis. Cross ice, good passing play there. Moore now, 1-on-5. Moore, he'll lug the puck, try to center it to Bullpit. Here's a Hartman, he'll go into the corner, chased by Steves. Hartman, who can take it as well as he can give it, takes the bump, and the puck goes to Cleghorn. Intercepted, a clearing pass by Chaffee. Now Chaffee will go down the left side, try to break it in. Morrison picks that off. He'll exchange places with Green. Bullpit in the corner again against Cleghorn. Green now, the shot on net, and that misses by a little bit. Chaffee will push in now. Good pressure by the Dukes here as we approach the 12-minute mark of play. Slips past Green, and here's a chance for Brown. Hartman. Oh, there will be a call on that one. They will say Hartman took down Brown on the way. And I can tell a little bit by some of the groans that was maybe not as clear-cut as could be. Hooking is the call. So 3 power plays already here into period number 1. 2 for St. John and 1 for Eastern. Off the pads of McClernon. Nice shot block there. A more heart and hustle guy you're not going to find than McClernon out there. And a good job again by Bowering. And we will see now a penalty coming to St. John after the play. This one is Livingstone, a slash. And that nullifies the St. John power play. 25 seconds in. So a spirited game thus far, 12 minutes and 23 seconds into period number 1. And we'll go 4-on-4. Bullpit, Morrison, Pearson, Bowering. And slash again. Returning the favor. And the lack of discipline is going to cost the Dukes what would have been a power play advantage. However, now they will nullify that. So Morrison will sit, and we're down to 4-on-3. Cooling, the shot, there's a tip, a redirection, looking for the rebound. Kennedy is there like the brick wall. So we'll see if we can get the Dukes through this. Is up with rebound, big leg save. He's back point. Fanned on that one by back on Downey. Left. Oh, there's a redirect shot. Clearing pass, and that was off the pad of Downey. So the first Dukes penalized. Right back. Shot off the post. Wow, that one right off the post. Now Hartman is back. We're back to 4-on-4. The Dukes will have exactly a 10-second power play. When that's centered, nobody there for St. John as Livingstone gets set to return to the ice. McCormick trying to tie up his man. Now Brown. Clean shot. Kennedy's got the blocker, and that's up and over the glass. I would say it's up and over the netting. Oh, there is netting at the far end. You may notice some of the Dukes fans are sitting fairly low. It's not the greatest angle, but that's for their own protection, in fact, as anything higher than that, and you've got to really be watching for the puck. Case in point. That one just came flying over. And let's hope our technical equipment doesn't take one. Kept in for the moment. Nice job by both players are now back, Morrison and Livingstone, and we're at full strength 5-on-5. Excellent job by Ursula to break that headman pass. 5 minutes and change here in period number 1 remaining. Into the bread basket it goes of Michael Downey, who played a whale of a game on Sunday against the Basin Armada, as St. John took the top Nova Scotia team to overtime. Downey had over 50 shots. And we heard during that game that his partner had the unfortunate luck, Benjamin White, actually broadcasting right beside his father here, of losing 2 teeth in the goal the game before in Truro against the Fundy Thunder. So we wish Benjamin the best of luck in recovery. Surgery. Very recovery. So Steves backs up to Rolke. In front, that's Cleghorn backhanding that out to Dagnan down the ice. No, and Pierce will go for it. Pierce is going to stop up after the forechecking of Kuling. Bowring. Arsenault will sidestep Kuling. Silvaggio now takes a little bit of time. That's a dangerous pass. Hunter picked it up, fortunately. A bit lackadaisical there, or casual, perhaps is the better word. So, no harm, fortunately. Quinn will take a bump at center, and he'll go back to McGinnis. Picked up now through. Moore had a good chance, and he missed the net. Hubbard now will get that out off the boards, and it's going to be down the ice. Quinn makes quick work of Cleghorn along the boards. He slowed it. Now's a chance. Hubbard, where is it? It's under the pad. Kennedy has it, and the referee finally decides that he has it. That was an excellent save and a really good look by St. John. .342 remains here in the shots are. We don't have a shots on goal statistic on the. Now here's a speedy McGinnis racing off the icing. I'm sure we'll hear after the period. Set it in front. Good stick job there by Downey, and back comes St. John. Hubbard backhands that around. Crowley into the corner, center, and taken out by Quinn. Nice hit there. Another blocker save by Kennedy, pushing that high. Downey off the pad of Kennedy, who has been very solid. In fact, I dare say St. John may have more shots. This is going to be a clean icing, I think. No icing. The St. John forward made the race down there. That's a long pass. Trying to hit McGinnis. Now Quinn just past him. He's got trouble coming as Livingstone forced him to push that the length of the ice. No icing again. Bellamy, dandy defenseman for St. John, gets that up to their top scorer, Livingstone. That's picked off by McLernon. He'll go to the corner for it. McLernon try to avoid Bellamy, and Bellamy goes down. Chaffee trying to decide whether to get that deep. He'll shovel that forward. McLernon will be first and forward. Now up the left side, trying to hit on the fly. Picked up by Rinko, who's back, picking up the defense. Coach the 18-minute mark of play as McLernon takes possession inside the right corner, trying to center it. McLernon gets intercepts it. He'll try on him. Icing, I guess. Referees are simply St. John players have not allowed to change on an icing personnel on to detract from making a change. 1:50 to go here in the period. St. John is trying that long pass. The Dukes are going to have to be careful. Bellamy avoids the check. Excuse me, Brown. Centered in front, doesn't make it. Now Brown is alone in front, but Rinko will go to the far corner and out as Masters collects it and takes over. Onto the stick of Kennedy. Chaffee banks that off the boards. And St. John from Burns will go to Masters. The shot, and Kennedy will glove that and get the whistle. Smart play by the veteran goaltender, Lincoln Kennedy. 1:14 we have here. Again, hope we are loud and clear from Blacks Harbor, New Brunswick. Approximately half an hour past St. John. Everybody had a good trip over. The driving was good. Thanks to our bus driver, Mike Hunter, and our bus driver on the return trip, Mike Bowering. We're in good hands with the Mikes. Last minute of the first period. Woolpit takes over to Morrison to Bowering. He'll get through center untouched. Bowering trying to decide where to go. Morrison will bang that in. All the way through, no icing as Pierce will go back forward. St. John will make some changes. Pierce goes across to Bowering. Up to Hartman. He'll collect that. Forced wide by Kuling. Hartman now top corner. That up Hartman and down just a little bit better on that one. Excellent work by the goalie's a lot of work. Played the second portion of the game against Vermont and Bedford, and the Dukes again here now. 14 seconds. The Dukes are going to try to keep this down in St. John. 10 to go. Center in. Steves will try to work against Silvaggio. In there. Get that out. Now with just 1 second left. I don't think St. John's going to get a shot away, and they don't. So I was correct in my estimation. The St. John Vitos with the shots advanced. And here come your Eastern Dukes for period number 2. Led by number 31, Lincoln Kennedy, who has stopped all 14 of the St. John Vito shots that he has seen. Goals by Cade Hunter and Nate Silvaggio have the Dukes ahead by 2. And again, we cannot reiterate how huge this game is for the Dukes. On the line is an automatic berth in the Maritime Championships. We'll still play the 7-game, or best of 7 game, I should say, series with the Western Rebels. That's still starting next Saturday in Tyne Valley. We'll be there to broadcast that one as well. But if the Dukes can get through here with a win, and again, a huge if, because we've got ourselves 40 long minutes to go. Settle in, and here we go for period number 2. Face-off controlled by St. John. It'll end up behind Kennedy. We're Pierce fans on it. He'll go back and collect it, try to get it over to Bowering. That lands on the stick of Quinn. He'll go across ice where Pierce takes it. He'll retreat. Bowering now up through center, and that's picked up by St. John for the moment. Moore through center. Moore still with the puck across the blue line. Kept in by Pierce. He'll put that on Downey. It's hit his stick and got up to his gear, so it's in front, and that was off the stick of Quinn, and he missed a good opportunity there. The corners here, and of course we do know that corner is a weird term for something that's round, but ironically the corners here are not as round as you would see in perhaps some more modern. Now Moore being worked on, and that's going to be a penalty. Now Moore trying to restrain, as that will be a penalty to the St. John Vitos, Brady Burns. So with 1 minute and 1 second gone, and Moore forcing the issue down in St. John territory, Burns will have the hooking call, and the Dukes will go back to the power play, where they are 1 for 1 this evening. That one's up and out of play. And we'll redo that again with Rolke and McCormick, the face-off combatants. McCormick over to McDonald. Quinn was upset in front of the net. He'll take a punishment in there. Back to Pierce. Shot off a leg. That's off. Out to Pierce. Pressure. He'll go across to Moore. Back to Moore. Moore. Down low. McCormick scores! And the Dukes fans are letting them have it, as McCormick on the power play just 25 seconds in puts Eastern Dukes up 3-0. 2 for 2 on the power play. Dukes come in with the #1 power play in the league. We'll go across to McDonald now. McDonald tries to hit Volpet. Well, it will be icing. The head linesman will call that one down. .907, a half hour past St. John. Seems like a late time to be having a hockey game. And it's only early in period number 2. But that will go deep, and Hartman will not win the race. And the fans here in white jerseys cheering for the Dukes would disagree respectfully with that. Hartman is a speedy skater, and they felt that he won the race to the hash marks. And they had a good look at it, in fact, because that's where they're situated. So regardless, they don't get a say in it, and we're back underway. McDonald Lost the handle in the right corner. And McDonald in front, dangerous with Crowley. There's a mix up there. Kennedy, you bailed him out with a blocker save. Steves will wrap that around. Trying to get Livingstone. That hit his own man. And McDonald's able to get that out, kicked ahead by Morrison. He's got Herman with him. He'll slip that through to Morrison. Now Morrison battling over to Chaffee. Chaffee just keeps that in. Steves will intercept. Now Hartman trying to get through and he can't. The defense there by Cleghorn off the side of the net. Backhanded in front. That's a shot. That was off the stick of Bullpit, and Downey with a nice save there. Bullpit a nice move through the backhand, trying to get through Steves, and he can't do it. Up to Chaffee. Chaffee with some speed. They'll be offside just by a hair. Three minutes and 4 seconds have gone in period number 2. Eastern Dukes with a 3-goal but far from comfortable lead. They have been 2 for 2 on the power play. Now Kelly will take possession and get that in deep. First to it's going to be Captain Gary. He's tied up and we're going to have a penalty against Chaffee, I think. A head contact on Chaffee into the far corner, and this will give St. John yet another power play opportunity. I believe the 4th minor penalty. It is indeed the 4th assessed to the Dukes in 23 and a half minutes. Cannot continue to live on the edge like that. Effective penalty kill or not, it's going to catch you at some point. And Lincoln's got that one. Hello to Mom Jackie, who may be watching as well, and all our Dukes fans who are not able to be here in person. Again, we know our signal is not super strong. We may be cutting in and out a little bit. We were on Wi-Fi. We've switched to cellular data. And we hope that we're coming through relatively loud and clear. Erskine. That hit a leg, a shot, and they score. It looks like Owen Gary, the St. John captain, and finally the penalties to the Dukes have caught up with them. It's 3-1. Kennedy made a great leg save to start with. It kicked back out to the St. John captain, and Kennedy trying to get back in position. And the shot just came back on him too quick. So that gives St. John some life, and here they come again. And Kennedy will cover that one for the whistle. So it's now a 3-1 Dukes advantage. As we said, all sorts of time left for all sorts of stuff to happen. That'll be, and there's a heavy hit against McLaren, and that's, the whistle blows, and we've got some excited St. John Vitos bench player, and that's going to be probably the most obvious penalty of the evening, if I could say so myself. 2-minute head contact to Cleghorn, and McLaren hops back up, but that was a heavy hit along the side. So Moore now on the man advantage, scores! Seconds into the power play, and Moore has restored the 3-goal advantage. The Dukes are 3 for 3 with the man advantage. Back to the action. Moore against Cameron on the face-off. I'm a few seconds behind on my clock. Now through center, that will be icing. And it is indeed. So in a big game for your Eastern Dukes, they established a 3-goal lead, gave one back on a power play to St. John. And Moore very quickly into yet another power play. Uh-oh, there's a break now. All the way down 2-on-1. A great defensive play by Chaffee to keep the centering pass from Cameron. Excellent use of the body by Ben Chaffee. Now McGinnis goes back to Chaffee. Up to Quinn, who finds Moore streaking through center. Moore drops that for McGinnis. Over to Quinn. Nice selfless play by McGinnis. I don't know how he even saw Quinn to his right. Excellent play, and Quinn got a good look away. Nice save by Downey, the St. John goaltender. Pierce, down low for Hartman. And out comes Cooley, knocked off his stick by Morrison. Hartman with the Dukes changing. Hartman, shot right on, it's free and it's in! The shot by Hartman. The shot by Hartman bounced off the gear of O'Neill White is in for the St. John Vitos. He replaced Downey unbeknownst to me, so apologies for that. And it went free to, I believe, Connor Morrison, and St. John will call a timeout.
Timeout, St. John Vitos.
As the lead is extended now to 4.
Eastern Dukes' 5th goal, scored by number 16, Connor Morrison.
Indeed, Morrison with the goal.
Number 4, Blake Hartman.
6:05 into the second period. It's 5-1 Eastern Dukes. And so White, great to see him back on the ice now after that very unfortunate injury to the mouth last Saturday. St. John, of course, will be opening up this coming weekend against the Moncton Thunderbirds for the New Brunswick Championship. St. John will not give up. They're on their feet, banging their sticks. And again, a long way to go in this one. Yet again, the format for the playoffs is a championship best of 7 series in New Brunswick. Same in Prince Edward Island. The 8 Nova Scotia teams will face off. And then from a short, I believe, 3-game series, the top 4 teams will play a tournament. Heavy hit with Hartman and Bellamy behind the St. John goal. And then they'll play a tournament, and from that, the Nova Scotia winner will be decided. The tournament will be hosted. There's in front now as that's Livingstone looking forward on the path. And Livingstone, a nice save by Kennedy, and another leg save. Holding St. John down. Get the play turned down a moment. I'll continue my thought. Bellamy bounces in against Morrison in the corner. In there as well as Pierce. He's thrown to the ground. And that was by in front. Cameron, he's looking for the Erskine, sorry. And back comes Bolpick. And these two teams have seen a lot of each other. Pierce looked offside. In fact, nice leg save by White. And good hustle by Hunter to try to keep that in. Arsenault battling just in front of us here, in front of the penalty box. And Crowley chips that ahead. Silvaggio lands on his stick. Gary, the goal scorer for St. John, takes a bit of a beating from Hunter, trying to break out. And now comes Bellamy. He'll push that forward with Gary the first to it. Backhands that around to Patrick Brown. Brown working against McDonald, side of the net, it's close. Chipped in front. Kennedy's got the door shut. It landed on him, and they're going to get the whistle. Smart play by Crowley to chip that back to his goaltender to get the whistle. The Maritime Championship tournament is going to be in Port Hawkesbury, just across the Canso Causeway. And of course, the Cabot Highlanders will be hosting that this year. It'll be a 5-team tournament. Now, Crowley will push up and get that pretty deep. It looks like Arsenault may win the battle, and he does not, in fact. The 5-team tournament will be composed of the Nova Scotia winner, the Prince Edward Island winner, the New Brunswick winner, and now here's his breakaway for Arsenault. Connor Arsenault in all alone, shoots, nice save by White. Big save by White, a redirected one off the stick of Hunter. Arsenault tries to get it back in front. Hunter battling with it. So Arsenault could have really made this a tough challenge for St. John. However, great save by Benjamin White. McLernon works in. Another nice save. Leg pad the net by the splits by White. Shot right back in by McDonald. And that was Silvaggio trying to get the wraparound to the left side. Now he's being tied up, frustrated. White, that's McDonald in on White. Silvaggio tied up with Cleghorn. McLernon battling, and St. John will come away with the puck. Kept onside, that's Lofted. Kennedy missed the blocker, but it fortunately missed the net. And Crowley and McDonald go back and forth behind the net. McDonald will pick it up. He'll go to Crowley. We're approaching the halfway mark of period number 2, 5-1 Eastern Dukes. McLernon now going to send that in off the skate of Masters. It'll go into the far corner. McCormick first to it, looking to center, he does! McLernon Rinko, and his shot was high and wide. Nice work by McCormick to set that up. Masters backhands that in, Cameron into himself, kept in by Rinko just in front of the Dukes bench. And we've got a play here, whistle down. And it looks like a slashing call, and if I heard it right, this is going against St. John. This will go against Masters. I was going to predict that name until I saw the back of his jersey. So the Dukes are 3 for 3 on the power play, and they've been gifted another opportunity here. Morrison goes across, and it slips out. The angle just not great on that pass. Morrison picks it up again. He gets past Hubbard. Morrison some speed. They look a lot faster in a bit of a smaller rink. Speed's magnified. Back to Bullpit at the point. Morrison. He goes to Moore behind the net. Moore around back. Out to Morrison. He'll drop it down the side for Hunter with a shot, and that was missed. Moore works around, fakes the shot. He'll drop it for Morrison at the point, over to Bullpit. Redirected, and that's off the skate of Moore. St. John will control, and they will force the Dukes back. St. John trying to make changes, and this is the long change, the middle period. So Bullpit and Moore with Hunter and Morrison. Chaffee now exchanges positions with his D partner. Into the corner, Morrison. 1 minute and 7 seconds gone. Chaffee looking to get that on net. He does. And White's got the rebound there. .45 seconds to go here in the penalty to Masters of St. John. Chaffee will go back in the corner, side of the net, McCormick. That's a nice block by the St. John player, and Queen scores! He had the rebound, and he found the back of the net. And that is 4 for 4 on the power play, which is clicking, and can't ask for much more than that. 4 for 4, 100% efficiency rate on the power play, and it's now 6-1. Back with St. John, they turn it over, Bullpit. Bowering, up to Morrison, and that's turned over. Burns loses an edge, but manages to get the puck down deep, where Pierce will start out. Coach Peters imploring to move the puck. Redirected now by Erskine. That'll be deep, and Morrison back for it. So the captain, Beckett Quinn. Ryan Morrison. He'll gently tap that in. Back comes St. John with Gary. Livingstone waits for him to be onside. The shot by Kennedy. He'll push that into the corner. That shot lifted wide. Burns now with a shot on. Hit the stick of Pierce. That could have been dangerous. Now Pierce will recollect it. He'll start up his left side. Leaves that for Hartman. Hartman's got a screen with Bullpit in front of him. Dukes are making 5 for 5 changes. That's into the gear of Rinko. He'll take the hit and chip it across the blue line, where St. John collects it back to neutral ice. McDonald, he's worked on by Hubbard. He'll take a bump and just in front of the penalty box. 6:41 to go here in the period number 2. McDonald now rims that around, and McCormick will be there for it. Crowley goes to McDonald. Shot through the legs of the forward Hubbard. Not sure if White saw that, but he made a key save. McCormick trying to leave it for McClernand. McCormick, one-time shot, and it's tipped in by Caden McClernand. A bit of a scrambly goal. And great to see Caden McClernand get that one. Caden, of course, last year part of the 6-player group who were members of the Dukes last season and who got within seconds of a Maritime Championship. And McLernon was injured before that tournament took place and unfortunately was not able to play. So everyone hoping he'll be able to get a chance to play this time around. McLernon kind of batted that out of midair. That's a heavy hit by Cameron on Green. Slips through Green. And Green will make the forward pay. Green taken down now. And Silvaggio comes back the other way. Puck didn't get through. Another heavy hit. So the bodies are flying now, and you just hope that something doesn't get out of control at this point. We approach the 15-minute mark of play here in period number 2. And Cleghorn and Silvaggio are having words behind the net. Silvaggio now with a chance shot. That's off the shoulder pad of White and up and over with just inside 5 minutes to go in the period. So the Western Rebels have locked up first place in the league and they get the automatic bye. Having said that, the Prince Edward Island series will go ahead starting Saturday. If the Dukes go on to win that series, and I will get back to that momentarily, 3-on-1. Didn't make it in. Now that's Cooling. Nice work. Shot, and it's in by Cooling. Off the post and in. Some fancy stick work by number 22. And a nice shot beats Kennedy, and it's 7-2. Nice work there by Cooling. As I was saying before, St. John goal so rudely interrupted me. Haha. If the Dukes win the series, they will go as the Prince Edward Island representative. If the Rebels win the series, they will go as the Prince Edward Island representative. That's going to be a clean icing, I think. There's no icing there. I must be seeing things. At our next break, we'll explain. Now Kelly, he'll try to sauce one over across, and that's too hot to handle, but Bowering will start out. Along the boards now, the referee's asking to move it. Win to Moore. Shot, the rebound was there. McGinnis couldn't find it. And back comes Hubbard. And that's centered dangerously in front. It goes to Quinn, and he'll ice that. McGinnis may race them there. And it is icing. So the race to the icings have been intense this evening. Go back to my playoff scenarios here. If the Western Rebels win the best of 7 series starting Saturday in Tyne Valley, the Rebels, of course, would advance as the Prince Edward Island representative. And if the Eastern Dukes can win this game, they will go as the next best finisher, the next highest finisher. A win tonight gets them ahead of both the Armada and the Kings. And again, this is a turnover shot. Big blocker save, Kennedy. And he'll scoop the rebound there as well. So no doubt the Armada and the Kings watching intently with this one, as the Rebels maybe as well. Bull Pit will work down the left side. He'll get deep into the corner where he's tied up by Burns. A four-man pile up in the corner, and the puck hasn't moved yet. We've got just under 3 minutes left here in the period. Now Morrison, the give and go. It's all the way back past the line. McDonald has to be smart about it. He'll tip it up to Bullpit. And no icing as Hartman is first in. Long St. John pass attempt hits Brown. Brown, he works in through and he's tied up by two Dukes defensemen. And Morrison will go back to McDonald. Careful as Green had a charging Vito on him. Right in front of the Dukes bench, there's some carnage there. Now they're trying to get it up as Kuline. He is temporarily offside. And so once again, as I understand it, if the Rebels win the 7-game series, they advance as the Prince Edward Island representative. And the Dukes, by virtue of finishing second, again, with a win tonight. And again, nothing is assured. There's a shot, and that was just wide. But a Dukes win tonight would get them second place in the league, and they would be the next highest finisher without a provincial title. If the Dukes win the 7-game series, there's a shot blocked away by Kennedy. If the 7-game, best of 7, McCormick hits Rinko on the fly, but it's turned over. Then they would advance, and the Rebels would be the next highest finisher. Ironic they would be first in the league, but that would be the next highest finisher, not a provincial title, without a provincial title. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. And with 78 seconds left here in period number 2, the Dukes have a 7-2 lead. But this will be icing, a battle for it, no icing there. In tight, and Lincoln Kennedy's going to smother that one. Members of the Dukes contingent looking for a head contact penalty moments before. Referees disagreeing on that one. And they are going to call a penalty now on Masters for St. John. And we'll see what the call is. There was some strong conversation. I missed the signal from the official, so we'll wait for the announcement. But the Dukes, with 4 power plays and 4 goals on said power plays as they go to power play number 5. Face-off drop before the St. John player was even in position. So Salvaggio first back. Chaffee to McGinnis, streaking now on the right side, left side, pardon me. He'll take a bump, a nice save by White to push that into the corner off the stick of Arsenault. Collected now, and a good stick check there. Salvaggio's going to have to be quick. He'll go wide to Chaffee to create a little more space and time. Chaffee slips past Livingstone. 25 seconds left. Chaffee recollects a stick in the corner. There's a battle for it. Chaffee in the glove, and we've got skirmish. McGinnis. McGinnis will go for sure. He's the only one, I believe. Charging is the call against McGinnis. And 44 seconds into the man advantage, it's over. 16.8 to be exact left in period number 2. It's 9:38 on the clock. The time of day clock, of course. Bowering trying to go across, and that's chipped high, and just in front of us, there's a souvenir. Cindy Bowering with the catch. And 8 seconds left. My clock on the score clock is not accurate. 5 seconds to go. As St. John has it deep in their territory. There's a pass. This may run out of time, and it does. So fortunate for the Dukes on that one. Dukes came back on terms of shots. Dukes now with a 29-23 shots advantage after 2 periods of play. We'll be back with a huge third period. This one is important. The next 20 minutes will dictate the future of the Eastern Dukes over the next few weeks. I'm sure you're going to go grab your jammies, brush your teeth, get a bedtime snack, cuddle up. It's getting late, and the Dukes have 20 more minutes. Win the period, and they go to the Maritime Championships. We'll be back. Well, we are back for period number 3. Both teams with penalties to start the period. And the Dukes with a very important 7-2 lead. So the equation is pretty simple for Coach Trevor Peters' Eastern Dukes, and here they come. The situation is fairly straightforward. Win the period and earn a trip to Cape Breton. McGinnis and Masters will start in the penalty box. Second period got to be a little rough, and nobody wants to have any injuries or suspensions doing that in the final period. Sometimes with a bit of a, sorry, that's not Masters, Cameron, forgive me, in the box for St. John. Definitely McGinnis for the Dukes. So here we go. 1 period to go. Final period of the regular season, and we're underway. The Eastern Dukes need to win the period. I shouldn't say need to win the period, but a period win would seal it. Green's all the way in, and White has pushed that out. Moore has got it around. He's going to look at the lacrosse-style goal, the Michigan. He tried to get it up on his stick. Moore now loses that to Rolke. Now playing defense. There they score! Not sure if Kennedy was screened there, perhaps. But 16 seconds in, it's 7-3. Dukes just need to play a simple game here this third period. Control the puck, make smart, controlled passes. No need for fancy, no need for a ton of offense. And I'm sure that was the message from Coach Peters, and it did not seem to be on display in the first 16 minutes. Howard goes back. They go across to Pierce, he's got some time. And now with the man advantage, St. John has Pierce will get that the length of the ice, trying to kill off the penalty. 30 seconds left in that penalty.
Time to go, 26 seconds. Unassisted. Roll, 26 seconds. Unassisted.
I apologize, I've been calling Rolke. He was unassisted in that, and the Dukes will get that down with just 10 seconds left on the penalty to McGinnis. McGinnis set to join the ice, and back we are, full strength. No doubt St. John will come out in the first few minutes with a flurry. And the Dukes will have to withstand that early on. They were not successful early on with the goal by Rolk. It's into the feet now. McCormick trying to get a stick on it. Crowley tied up by Cooling, goal scorer for St. John, and Kennedy's going to cover that one. Take no chances. Smart play by the veteran goaltender Lincoln Kennedy. So a great contingent of Dukes fans filled the bus on the way over. I believe every seat was full. And they're letting them have it. Cheering on their Dukes. Hopefully cheering them all the way on to a victory tonight, but a long way to go still. And St. John has inched closer with a third goal in the first seconds of period number 3. It's now 7-3. The Dukes had advantages of 5-1. It's 7-2, and now it's 7-3. Green will chip in there. McClernand trying to hit McCormick on the fly in front of the net. Backhand that into the corner for Dagg. Up to Kelly. Turned over. McCormick. Bullpit trying to get a stick. A backhand weak on White, and he's going to collect that. So a conversation there now between Bellamy and McCormick. But that amounts to nothing. The face-off's going to be to the White of right. Right of White. It is getting late, only to get later. 9:54 on the day clock. And if the Dukes can hold this one, no one's going to complain about what time they get home. But again, long time to go still. Smart control passes is all we need. Up to Pierce. He'll come down on the right side. Centering pass. Oh, save the net by White. Huge split save there. That was excellent. Barry crosses to Silvaggio. Silvaggio in tight. That's blocked by Cleghorn. It's loose somewhere. Now Arsenault trying to get it in. He'll drop actually for Hunter. The shot missed the net. And these boards are bouncy. That comes all the way back half off the half wall. Hunter now Arsenault with a chance on the slot. And White will bend down to grab that one. .410 gone in period number 3. And the linesman goes down. He hops back up as Crowley chases back for it. Crowley trying to kick it out. He'll go back to McDonald in front of his own net. McGinnis. And Moore tips that deep. White was going to go out for it, thought better of it. Let his defenseman take that one. That's Burns with McGinnis and Moore on the hunt for the Dukes. Tip tie. Quinn collects it. McGinnis back to Quinn. And now the Vitos will break out with 2. Livingstone. Shot is wide off the glass in behind from Cooling. Masters able to keep that in. He'll go across. Boy, those boards are bouncy. McDonald sends his man Cooling to the ice. And with time, that will be deflected into the St. John bench. We passed the 5-minute mark of play here in Blacks Harbor. I'll be honest, I didn't know Blacks Harbor existed. It's a fairly small, relatively remote, from what we can tell on the way in, community. Facility here built in 1867, and the rink manager told me the way he remembers the inception date of the facility is that it was the last year that the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. He's, of course, not the only person around that remembers things based on 97. Now here's Cooley in front. Nice leg save by Kennedy. That's a big one. And that's off the glove of Kennedy as St. John firing. That's into the stomach of Morrison. And away come the Dukes. Couple of big saves by Lincoln Kennedy, holding down St. John. Now Morrison takes a hit from Dagg. And Steves kicks that ahead behind his net. Morrison gets a bump from Cleghorn. Has been a fairly physical game, no question about it. This is game 6 between these two teams on the regular season. So they know each other well, and sometimes you can experience that. Kennedy's going to settle that for Green. Oh, there's a bouncy puck in front, and Kennedy's smart to cover that one. We've seen many instances of those bouncy boards here in Blacks Harbor. Nice bright facility, again not brand new by any means, but certainly more than suitable for hockey. And now McClernand had his pass attempt blocked. Pierce gets it across to Rinko. Rinko trying to avoid Bellamy. Back to McCormick. Shots right on, and White with the rebound save. As McClernand was in his bonnet looking for the rebound. And you may be able to see on the game clock we're about to turn 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night, 4 hours from home. But the Dukes are 13 minutes. That's not able to be kept in, and back comes St. John. Hubbard with a shot. Kennedy with the stick save. And had a real good look there, did the St. John forward. And the St. John bench is complaining to the referees about a call they felt was missed. Two or three instances of that this evening. Not necessarily missed calls, but certainly vocal St. John bench. Linesman ready to drop the puck to Kennedy's left. Underway shot, one time shot from Cooley, and Kennedy right there. Excellent position. Again, this is a long way from being finished, even though the advantage is Dukes. Take nothing for granted. Not able to be cleared. Pierce goes in front of his own net, and he'll get some time now to work with. Coach Peters asking for the puck to be moved. Pierce will look for a little more time and space. He'll go back to Bowering. Over to Pierce now. Duke's making changes. Still not out of their own zone, but Pierce now has got it up the center where it's turned over the rope. Silvaggio misses Hunter, but now Hunter recollects it down the side. He went far side, and he missed the net on that shot. Back goes Rope. Pushed ahead. And now Silvaggio will battle Hubbard. Arsenault's in there with help, as is Hunter. All three Dukes on the left side. So, McDonald trying to bank that one in. And he does so. It's left in front. McDonald, big shot. It missed, and that big bouncy rebound again into White. He'll chip it out, and Crowley forced to retreat to center ice. Arsenault off his stick as Dagg. Crowley with a battle against Roke. Behind is Dagg as well. Dagg comes away with it. He still has possession in the far corner. Sidestepping a check was Rolk against McDonald. Now Hunter. Did he do well just to clear that out? Now Salvaggio takes control. And the ice opens up. It's 3-on-3 over to Crowley. Crowley just pushing that in deep for Salvaggio. Lively boards here. Now Salvaggio gets through. Over to Hunter and an excellent stick save by Masters, I believe, who prevented what would have been a certain one-timer. And I think the Dukes are going to be penalized now. Indeed, they will. It would be Green, I believe, will be called for the infraction. And it's going to be an interference call against Aiden Green. With 10:30 here in remaining in period number 3. So back to the penalty kill. Go your Dukes. Right into the stick of Chaffee, and he'll know exactly what to do with that. Bull pit deep, 3 Dukes back protecting their own zone. Cooling has got a goal tonight for St. John. He'll try to get the redirected. Nice tip on net. And that was gloved ahead. That was an excellent tip attempt. And Kennedy read that one nicely. That was Erskine. He's dangerous. Cooling will cross ice. St. John with an offensive push. Erskine! And that was slippery by the open goal. It's lucky that didn't connect. St. John looking for more. The net's empty. We've passed the midway mark of period number 3. A lot on the line for the Eastern Dukes. And St. John firing away at Kennedy. Dukes need to take possession, and they do. And off the stick of Chaffee, that will provide the Dukes a 4-for-4 change. Halfway through the penalty to Green. Bullpit in forechecking for Eastern. Controlled by Cameron, worked on by Morrison. Cameron all the way through. McDonald will push him wide. Cameron still with possession. He sauces that back. Livingstone, shot. Masters a correction there, but Kennedy saw that cleanly. And 36 seconds left in the penalty to Green. And that's out. Winko will give a half-hearted chase. He's down there. Of course, killing the penalty. Cannot make too much of a commitment. And Burns across the red line. He pushes that deep. Kennedy's back. A good player of the puck as the goalie. That broken stick now. There will be called again on the St. John penalty with the broken stick. And he held up the charging forward. That's going to be Hubbard called on the hook. And just like that, the Dukes go 4-on-4 for 12 seconds. And then we'll go back to a 4-for-4 power play. After that, now here's a chance for McDonald. Kennedy's going to come all the way out to play that until McDonald gets there. Now Green back on the ice. And a 2-man collision for St. John. Back the other way, shot. Nice save, White. Quinn down low, centers it, but that's picked up there by Steves momentarily. Return to the corner. Leghorn against McGinnis. Quinn. Oh, that was a nice break up there by Steves as Moore was on the prowl. McDonald goes down low for McGinnis. Approaching the goal, shoots just wide, but Pierce will keep that in at the blue line.
2 minutes for booking.
Quinn trying to get through Steves. He falls. McGinnis to Moore. Nice save again by White. Quinn bodies his man, and he's going to pay for it. Interference is the call coming against Quinn. It has not been a clean affair here in Blacks Harbor. Interference and head contact have been the favorite calls of our officials this evening. And that will nullify the Dukes power play. 7:34, technically, I'll adjust my clock, is what remains. And for Dukes fans, those seconds can't tick away fast enough. McGinnis will chip it ahead. He's around. That's a turnover to Bellamy. Now a long pass. Gary with Chaffee. Gary's waiting for help. He'll wrap it around. Bellamy will go after that for St. John. McGinnis will body him. And the puck comes out to Marshall. Gary off the gear of Chaffee. And it lands on Rolke's stick. He'll go to an open wing. And now McDonald has some time. Excuse me, Crowley.
Eastern Dukes penalty for number 19, Beckett Quinn. 2 minutes for interference.
Under 7 minutes to go now. Duke still in possession of a 4-goal lead. Three seconds left to the penalty to Hubbard, and St. John now with 1 minute and 6 seconds of power play. Crowley in possession. He'll wait for St. John to make a move. He's going to leave that for Chaffee, and Chaffee's going to loft that high down the ice. He will make it down to the goal line. So now Bellamy. He'll go across to Gary. He goes back to Cooling and lands back in there. Neutral zone now with Erskine with some speed across the red line, across the blue line. Erskine works past Morrison. Collects his own pass. Pierce has him tied up. Battle for it. Duke's just trying to extract the puck. We've got less than 6 minutes to go here. Now wrap around a 10th. A shot, a nice stick work by Morrison to intercept that pass, which surely would have resulted in an excellent opportunity for the dangerous Livingstone. 5 seconds left in the penalty to Quinn. He's cracking to leave the penalty box, and he does. Now Rinko works on Bellamy, and he's tripped up, and Rinko will now go. And Rinko with the trip, and right back to the penalty box go the Eastern Dukes. So certainly not the textbook game. Will it be enough? 5:28 on the clock, 4-goal lead. Will it be enough? And Vitos on a man advantage for 2. Up to Cooling, intercepted, nice job by Green. He'll try to chase his own interception. Now McLernon and Rolke's back there. Now Cooling. Needs it for Burns. He'll chip it in and go chase it. Dangerous board reaction there. McCormick now will take possession. He likes the puck. We're inside 5 minutes to go. Inside 5. That's all that separates the Eastern Dukes from the Maritime Championship berth. Kennedy pushes it up the boards. Lands on the stick of Masters. He's got McCormick on him. McCormick able to get that out. And that'll take some more time off the penalty to Rinko. He approaches the halfway mark. Burns gets that in. Green and McCormick. McCormick gets a hold of it, and he'll push that right down towards White. Dukes will send one man in, and that is Hartman. Cooling drops it for Bellamy. His pass misconnects with Gary, and he'll retreat. And even 4 to go here from Blacks Harbor, New Brunswick. Cooling, 25 seconds left in the penalty to Rinko. That's off the leg of Crowley. Into the corner, collected now. Back by Erskine. Back into the corner. Crowley and Erskine will battle for it. Off the glass. Moore takes a swing at it. Crowley first to it. He fans on the shot. Livingstone now. Dangerous. It's going to land on Kennedy. Got a stick on it. And no icing as the penalty had expired just after the release of the shot. So the Dukes slipped through another one. I'd advise no more. Moore collects it in his own zone. Wide pass to Silvaggio. We approach the 17-minute mark of play. 3 minutes to go, 180 seconds. Can your Dukes win the final 2 games of the season to advance to the Maritime Championships? Can they? Behind the net, Bowering chips it up efficiently to Silvaggio. He gets it into neutral territory. Arsenault with the beat through the legs pass to Hunter, the charging Hunter. 2.5 minutes to go. Now Rolke. He's pushed wide by Pierce. Rolke still has it. Trying to get that in front. St. John's played a very strong third period. Silvaggio can't get it past Dag. Dag will go back to Steves. Now a second opportunity to clear the puck. Cleghorn with 2 minutes to go for your Eastern Dukes. Falling was Pierce, quick back to his feet and an effective job of getting that deep. Hartman got a stick on that pass. Cleghorn will pass it deep. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. In game number 36, and that was a whistle wide shot by Cleghorn, a lot on it. The Dukes established large leads here, 3-0, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. 6-1, 6-2, 7-2, and now finally 7-3. With 60 seconds left to go in 36th game of the regular season, the Dukes needing a win to get to the Cape Breton and the Maritime Championship. That's going to be offside with 53 seconds left. 50 correction on the play. So the Dukes with a huge effort on Saturday night at home against Moncton. 5-2 victory there, and needing a victory here tonight in remote Blacks Harbor to take them to the highest heights of Nova Scotia under 16 hockey. One more pass down towards Kennedy. Chaffee. Long pass, it's on the stick of McGinnis. He's in alone. Huge save by White again off Ramsey McGinnis. That was an excellent pass, and McGinnis with a real good look and an even better save by White. McCormick. And that'll be pushed down by St. John. It's going to land on Kennedy. He will cover it smartly with 28 seconds to go. And it looks like your Eastern Dukes are going to finish second in the league. And regardless of what happens in the Rebel, another save by Kennedy. And we're told there's a big hit by Quinn, and he's going to pay for that one with a penalty. And a heavy hit by Quinn, and the last thing the Dukes need is something to go wrong here with just 17 seconds. to send Quinn off the ice, which is the best play for the best place, so we have no issue afterwards. And joining him will be Kelly for St. John. So both players will get a 10-minute misconduct to finish their regular seasons. And we've been told that young Alex Green, who's been a huge supporter of the Dukes all season, is here on a school night, and with a at least 3-goal advantage Dukes win, he has promised to get the head shaved. So with 10 seconds left, we're going to see a haircut, I believe, off Alex Green. 6 seconds left. And ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Dukes are going to Cape Breton. An impressive win by the Eastern Dukes when their backs were up against the wall. They travel 4 hours to Blacks Harbor, New Brunswick, and come away with an important 7-3 victory in game number 36. Spirited game by both sides. Dukes got an early lead and they kept it. We'll get the final shots on goal here momentarily, but the only thing that matters is that we have one more goal than St. John, and that's enough for second place to leapfrog the Armada and the Kings. We may not wait for the shots. It doesn't really matter. 7-3 are the two important numbers right now. 37-34 thanks to the St. John video team. They've been great to deal with. All St. John team has been nothing but classy all season. They've been great to host and wonderful to get along with. And St. John, we wish them well on their playoff series against Moncton coming up. But the Eastern Dukes are through. They've got their victory that they needed. And they're off to Cape Breton. First, however, a spirited battle against the Western Rebels starting this Saturday in Tyne Valley. We'll be there. We hope you will be too, in person or right here on YouTube. My name is Mark Rooney, all set for a 4-hour drive home. The Eastern Dukes are coming back with good news. They're going to the Maritime Championships. Good